If you're my regular viewer, then you may have noticed that I don't use Windows 11's widgets. I have that thing disabled. Instead, what I use is this widget, Internet and System Monitors. And this is way better than widgets. Don't worry, if you use widgets, you can use this alongside widgets. So this is what widgets looks like. These are the default widgets. I don't like it. Okay, maybe some people like it. The point is that you can use this widget that I'm using alongside Windows 11's widgets if you are into that. Windows 11's widgets isn't like completely useless. There are some widgets that are actually useful. It depends on what apps you're using. Like if you have Spotify, you'll get the Spotify widget and all that. Since I don't use it, I don't know how many apps supports the Windows 11's widgets, but if you're using it, yeah, good. I mean, you can still use it. But again, I don't use it. I just have this thing disabled. This is not like something brand new. This is something that I have been using for a long time. This is called Traffic Monitor. It is a free and open source project at GitHub. I was using this only to monitor internet download and upload speed on my taskbar. But recently, I actually decided to add system monitoring to it. And it is actually useful and also accurate. All right, so we have CPU and memory usage, CPU and GPU temperature, and you can actually add more to it. And recently found out that you can move this widget to wherever you want. What happened was recently this application got a new update. So I was playing around with the settings of this thing, and I found out that you can move this thing to center like that, you know, close to start menu if you prefer that, or to the right side where I have been using it for a long time, but now just recently started using it to the left side. Yeah, because that place is empty and I actually use start menu in center. I like the centered start menu. I know some people don't like it, but I like it in the center. But you can put this thing wherever you want. Now to the left side, I have system monitoring thingy or widgets, and to the right side, you know, the icons and all that, you know that. Okay. So this is pretty cool. So you can go to the GitHub page, and from here you can go to the releases, or you can go and click on this link. Click here to download the latest version of Traffic Monitor. And just recently they updated this and they added some new features, and you know, they fixed many bugs with it. There were some bugs. Now it looks like it is also available for ARM devices, like if you have a Copilot Plus PCs. Yeah, it is available for ARM. So before this new update, I was actually using the light version of this. There is the standard one where it says nothing, and there is the light one because I only used a internet download and upload speed widget. But now, you know, with this new update, they fixed many bugs and they added new features. I decided to use the standard version so I can monitor my system. So to download this, you can simply click on the zip file here. This is the standard one. This is the light one. If you're on ARM, yeah, this is the standard one. This is the light one. Just click on the zip file and it will download the zip file, unzip it, and run the program. Once you run the program, you will actually see a floating window. This is called main window. You won't see the taskbar widget. Okay, so you have to right click on the main widget that you see, and then you have to click on show taskbar window. Okay, once you do that, you'll see a taskbar window to the right side. That is the default setting, and you can later change it to wherever you want to put it. Okay, and after that you can uncheck the show main window to hide the floating window because it's distracting. Okay, if you put it in the taskbar, it won't be distractive. Okay, that's it. And after that, you can right click here. You can click on show main window if you want to have that. Now you can go and click on this setting, display settings. Here you can actually choose what you want to display in this widget. Upload and download, that is for internet download and upload speed monitoring. Okay, you can do a CPU and memory usage. These are the widgets that I'm actually using. CPU and GPU temperature and many other things are actually not enabled by default. You have to go into the settings right click on the widget and then go into the options and then go into the general settings, and here scroll down, and under hardware monitoring you have to check all of these. Okay, and it will actually give you a warning that this might not give you the correct information and all that, and it is actually using a open source hardware monitoring tool in the background called Libre Hardware Monitor to show you the temperature and all that. Okay, so even though it gives you the warning, I have been using this for almost a week now, more than a week actually, and I haven't faced any issues actually. I have been gaming, I have been doing some other stuff, and it's actually pretty good. And these are actually pretty accurate, the temperature and usage. So let me show you guys here. I'm gonna open the task manager. I'm gonna go into the performance, and here you can see in Windows 11's task manager, we can actually see the GPU temperature, and you can see it's accurate. I also tested the CPU temperature with this tool. Okay, this is a really popular tool to monitor your entire system's temperature, including the hard drives and whatnot. So here we need to find the CPU here, Intel Core i7. Okay, so we can align that here, and let's check on the temperature. There are two types of temperature measuring thingy, I guess, package and Core Max. So you can see it's also accurate. You can actually change the measuring type, like if you go into the general settings again and go into the hardware monitoring, and here you can actually choose which type of CPU monitoring you want to do. It looks like there are a couple of types, like average temperature, core temperature, core average temperature, core max temperature, CPU package temperature. I don't know about all these, how they work. The default is core average, or you can go with the package one. Okay, now it's gonna match with the package. Okay, and yeah, in my testing, I found out that these informations are actually accurate. Okay, and they actually work pretty well. Again, as I said, just recently started using the system monitoring of this thing. Before this, I was only using it for the internet download and upload speed. But this tool actually can be really useful to monitor your hardware or system. Okay, you can also, add more to it. Again, as I said, go into the display settings. Here you can add many things like CPU frequency, total traffic, GPU usage. You can also see the hard disk temperature, mainboard temperature, the motherboard, and also hard disk usage if you want to have that. Like, just check them and click OK. Now you'll see the hard disk temperature or whatever you have selected. It can only do one at a time. So I have like 3 hard disks. 2 of them are actually SSD and 1 is HDD. So this is the main one where I have Windows 11 installed. So this is the temperature of that disk. Okay, motherboard, this is the temperature of motherboard. Hard disk usage, it's at like 0%, so it's actually at 0%. And that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. But if you still have any questions or have any suggestions for me, please do the comment and we can have some chit chat in the comment section too. Yeah, and I forgot to mention one more thing. If you don't want to open this manually every time you reboot your system, go into the general settings and then check this option, auto run when Windows starts, so you don't have to run this manually all the time. So that's actually what I do. Yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and have fun. Bye bye.